how or where our enemies strike, no matter what defense they cower behind, Team Rainbow must stand ready.
One of the things I heard a lot about when I first moved here and started working with you, my friend, one, your sexual prowess, so impressive.
Right, yeah.
Two, the other thing is Rainbow Six 3. That's what I think you guys were obsessed with here in the office.
Original Xbox.
It used to be like a mythology that you would tell about each other. Like, remember that one match where we did this, and this, and now the Rainbow Six series is back again. This is just simply Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes.
I like the word siege, but do we like the game, Victor Lucas?
Well, it's another one of these big December releases and what I'm calling now Epic December 2015.
Epic December.
Yeah,
you gotta say it that way. Epic December.
Epic December. And yes, it does evoke a lot of feelings of nostalgia for me, both good and bad, because it's not visually state-of-the-art. We're playing some beautiful games these days, like Star Wars Battlefront, Just Cause 3.
Tomb Raider 2, I thought looked great. Remember the snow in that game? And then
Beautiful.
This game looks like a last-gen, like even pre-Xbox 360 kind of graphics.
It's better than that because there's lots of little pieces in each of the environments. There's lots of little things, items, objects to kind of peek
seems
at.
sterile to me.
It just is too squared off. The sort of dimensions of everything just feel a little too built for a shooter. You can kind of see the map editing that's happening. Yeah, right? Like the plane's a little too wide, the house is a little too roomy, you know? You've got lots of nooks and crannies and corners to duck into, but you can see the video game design in it. Now that's not necessarily a terrible thing because there's some really competent, fun video game design in this game.
Yeah, I was really against it because of the visuals at the start.
Yeah.
And then I started playing it, and I, in particular, got into the situations. And I kind of like this because I think it's Siege's efforts to make a single-player experience here. Something that I really wanted from Battlefront, didn't get. And I get something here that I could really hang my hat on. And I'd like to go into these situations, and I like to do my best, and you're given 3 stars depending on how well you perform, how many of the criteria you actually satisfy.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that, and I played those things obsessively, and I reluctantly went online. What'd you find online?
Online is a little more chaotic for sure, but you see the competent players. They hide in the right places. They don't charge into things. This is a game about methodology and really sort of taking your time in every sort of combat situation. It's about tactics. It's about teamwork. I think that's the reason to fall in love with this kind of gameplay. It does feel like a kind of grown-up version of Counter-Strike, and there's been so many versions of Counter-Strike, and it feels like there's been such a delay on this game and such a wait for a new Rainbow Six game that maybe the sort of shiny moment and the allure of this franchise is kind of off a little bit, but there's still a lot of things to digest and a lot of, you know, great reasons to pick up this game and play it. Multiplayer is cool. They broke it down into a terrorist hunt type of thing where you are chasing after terrorists or you're defending a hostage from being attacked by terrorists.
It's very much like horde mode in that sense, because one side you're just basically shoring up the environment, protecting the environment. You get a group of people together and then you just defend the area for as long as you possibly can. And I love that. I always have a little bit of OCD when it comes to that kind of gameplay.
What are you going to give Rainbow Six Siege?
It's a 6.5 out of 10.
It gets an 8 from me.